Are we filming?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so, well,
Not that we have to start like really doing it yet, but
let's
I am
start
recording.
walking.
This is my good side.
Oh, I know.
Joe is not famous, but he's
Well,
a friend, and
No offense. I don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind abuse. I'm not famous yet. That's the whole point of that conversation. And
you've been on sets with me before. It's verbal abuse and sexual harassment LLC, basically.
I'm
No
not a
call
planner.
thing.
I don't plan. I like, hey, I'm doing this tomorrow. You asked me yesterday to join you for this. Perfect. That is my wheelhouse of.
But it took me
Invite-
like 3 times trying your way to do it the last minute style, which is really bad for me because I'm
Here
like
I am.
huge on planning and I'm a Virgo and I really hate doing this fucking last minute bullshit.
Yes.
And I'm kind of hoping for like a goofy, but like deep podcast, I guess. You're the only adult person that I know who's not a chick who has TikTok, and it looks like you're getting like thousands of views, right?
I love the backhanded compliments. That's your specialization, the backhanded compliments. It sounds so nice, but what you're saying is you're old and you're on TikTok. It is inspiring, like creativity-wise. Like the way you can film and edit within the app. Like you can do smash cuts and that, like the outfit changes, certain things like that. There's room for a lot more creativity, and it did make me think on a smaller scale, like, okay, in like a 15-second to 60-second window in my own apartment, what can I do creatively that I can write and sort of edit and produce and just put out there to just like even feel creative or stay creative. That's kind of why I started doing it. So I don't give a fuck if it works or it doesn't.
Jesse usually holds on to Mike, but he's the whole time he's doing it, he's on his phone. But at least he's facing the direction that they're walking. Josh here now, he's not even touching Mike, but
Mike seems like he knows the path by heart at this point.
I'm getting there.
So that's like problem solved. Like you don't even like yeah. You've actually told me before like you need to step up your game with your consistency and the content you put out
well, because
and
you're
the followings
hilarious,
you get.
yeah.
Right, which is good advice. See, the thing is you're Russian and I'm Italian from the East Coast. I think that's why we get along so well is because we grew up with similar
oh, I'm
sort
so
of
glad
similar
you say
family
that.
cultures. Like there's the brashness, there's the bluntness, there's like the realness that you just. Russian women are funny. My acting coach is also Russian.
Funny. He
Russian
said.
people-
He didn't say anything else.
Well,
funny. I want to put
Funny
like,
in a way,
you know,
in a like, yeah, like a dark, like morbid sort of
abusive. How do you come up with all those things? Like your stuff is so funny.
way. Oh, thank you. That sounded like a genuine compliment. Thank you. The things I started shouting out loud at the TV that were frustrating, I just started writing down.
I've never been invited, and I take a personal offense to that because everybody knows I'm an actress and extremely talented, very charismatic,
And humble.
humble, and hardworking. I'll be there. I'll produce the thing too. For me, the walking part, the fact that we're in the city, but in such a peaceful,
Yeah.
like oasis of nature. For me, that like is very therapeutic. But like it's a walk and talk concept. We can take it anywhere. The idea is to just kind of just walk and talk and not have any kind of pressure. Whatever happens, happens. Conversation-wise, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid. And
A little bit. Like, yeah.
can I go on this side for a little bit, just if it's a better side for me?
Yeah.
The stills look dope. I honestly think that I'm just gonna continue doing this and just take stills from every shoot that we do and then post them and pretend like I'm doing something, staying busy, and hashtag behind the scenes.
That is sort of the name of the game.
Because Mike's rig and just the fact that there's another person in the shot with me is what makes it seem like we're busy doing something.
Yeah. Which sometimes is,
All you need.
yeah.
He's a little bit of a dick, that kid.
Yeah, he was kinda, yeah, honestly, he was a dick. But I was like, I wear like my sweatsuit thing. You do that sometimes too.
Yeah, sauna suit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
But I was like
Yes.
sweating
I love
everywhere,
it. It's the best
and I'm
thing.
looking around, and some people were wearing masks, and like I had a mask, but you are only required to wear it
Well,
like
you can't
exit
really
and enter.
breathe.
Yeah. And I had my towel, but then I'm hanging my towel, and I'm sweating so much, and I sweat anyway because I'm fucking like, Italian. And I was like, shit, I'm the problem. I'm like the worst person in this gym. Like I'm gonna give myself COVID because of how I'm treating myself and the others around me. I'm the worst. You have like a serious like six pack going though. Like I see, and I'm like, oh man, that's.
I do.
You're one of those like assholes that like said, oh, I'm gonna get like even more toned and shredded at the
Fuck
beginning of
yeah.
quarantine, and then
And I
actually
did it.
did. Yeah.
You know why? Because I don't have anyone enabling me or distracting. Wasn't it you who told me the story about a guy who like went skinny dipping here and then got some like funk in his dick?
No. Oh, thank
Give
you.
up already on this Hollywood dream. This is as good as it's gonna get for you this year for sure. See how funny I am?
That's like that is funny. I love that shit.
You know, it's like just relax. Everybody needs to relax. And
It's not about the money sometimes.
Are you tired? Well, it's always about the money. What are you
know.
talking about? I think that right now is a good time for just being aggressive and stay like committed, because it's like this last / first like window. It's gonna like these last days of being quarantined and like getting over the COVID and protests.
Yeah.
But it's the first days of like that new,
Yeah.
you know, like new, I don't know, moment of like post-COVID time, and I feel like everybody's hungry for everything.
I
Like
know.
producers want to produce, actors want to act. You know, there's people with money. There's people who would invest and spend money. There's people who would take that money, and help create. That's what I'm saying. Right now is
Being
the
like,
time to stay committed through that like confusing time, and I feel like it's just the overall energy of that hunger to do shit is gonna take over and win. All the negative outcome is just not gonna survive this like desire to work. The whole
Right.
city wants that. The whole country, the whole world.
I know.
You can do it! Also,
marathon.
LA has been like super at capacity, right? Am I doing something wrong? And it's like, no, it's just so many fucking people.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look, I don't want to get political, and I definitely don't want to be talking about the virus. I feel like I'm still trying to see how comfortable I can get expressing what I think, and it's been such a weird time because people have been shaming each other for
Right.
any kind of thought, and I'm a pretty like open person, like sexually, politically, like just expressing what I think is very straightforward with me, because first of all, I don't want to seem like, you know, ignorant, and I really don't have a lot of knowledge on what's going on.
You have all your own shit going on in Russia, but you're also a woman, and that's like much more of a marginalized category than I'm in.
If you
So
want
I'm
it to
curious
be,
about
I mean,
what
if
you're.
you want it to be, then you can think of all those things that are like limiting, and I just have a completely different perspective.
Right.
I
You're
see
like,
those things
suck
as
it up. You're more of
benefits
a-
to my situation. Like, I kid you not, I feel a lot more freedom to at least express the speech part in Russia, because simply people don't care enough to go into an argument with you. Oh my
Actually
God, she touched my
assaulted
dick.
and, you know,
I gotta say though, judging by some women's TikToks, some chicks got fat during quarantine. Cause you go back to their like TikTok March, and then you compare it to TikTok May, and you're like, oof. You're documenting your weight gain, basically, is what happened.
yeah. I saw.
I don't want to do that.
I saw. Well, back.
My
to,
shit has to be
Well, back to why
filtered
you're-
and face-tuned, and everything is just like.
do you do that? The filters and
A little
the
bit.
face tunes?
Look, when you're doing stuff like that, there's no point in trying to like filter that for the beauty purposes, because you either have the personality that people are going to want to listen to and watch and continue watching, or you don't. But I
you should
believe in
do.
bribing my crew with soup and tequila. I'm not going to comment on that. Thank
yeah,
you, Joe.
drop some acid. Yeah.
That's a wrap on Joe. And yeah, I have nothing else to say.
Thanks, Kate. Thank you for having me. Seriously.
Thank you.